Hello YouTube, B3 here, back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over the brand new Pacific Rim Knifehead Kaiju with battle damage. Yeah, this is the new Knifehead sculpt, 50% larger than the last Knifehead, the original, and also much better articulation, etc. I was going to get the original Knifehead, ended up not picking it up, got this guy instead, pre-ordered him from Amazon, 26 bucks, no problem. But, yeah, I would do a comparison, but just know he's 50% larger, has a lot more articulation. There you go. Lots of people probably have the original anyways, so. But yeah, I was going to get it to go along with this guy, mostly for the review, but the price dropped for a while when this guy was, getting ready to come out, and then it went a little back up a bit, like 10 bucks more, so I was like, no thanks. But yeah, very cool, very cool. Might still get one if they don't release a regular version. They said they might release a regular non-battle damage version, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, packaging. Let's do this real fast. I don't want to dwell too long. Knifehead Kaiju down there. Battle damage, like on the Battle Damage Gypsy Danger. And there's Knifehead in the packaging. Of course, you have a picture on the back of Battle Damage Knifehead Kaiju, Pacific Rim. There is the Kaiju series right there, Trespasser, which I also pre-ordered. Cherno Alpha and Coyote Tango, which I do not have yet. Gotta get the Kaiju before the Jaegers. Kaiju come first. But yeah, let's get him out of packaging. And here he is, folks, the all-new NECA Pacific Rim Battle Damage Knifehead. Wow, this is a beautiful figure. Very, very beautiful. I mean, it's not my first Pacific Rim figure, but it is one of the best. It is a very spectacular figure. Very, very cool. I mean, very, very nice. I have got to give props to NECA on this one. It is a very good looking figure, yeah. The battle damage is just painted on. Earlier I said they might just do a regular one without battle damage, or they wouldn't have to resculpt anything, because the battle damage is painted on, just like Gypsy Danger. But no big deal. I thought it looked sculpted in the prototypes, but it doesn't bother me. I think this looks great, and just looking at this figure really makes you want to watch Pacific Rim, but I really don't have the time to watch it right now. But this is a very impressive figure. I have several NECA figures in my collection now, from Aliens to Predators, Dead Space, Pacific Rim, waiting for the Godzillas to come out. And, in all honesty, this is probably one of the best NECA figures I own in general. This is a very, very, very great figure. It's super solid. I already started talking about paint, so let's just go ahead and talk about paint. NECA always does a great job on paint and detail. As you can see, he's got several eyes. He's very big. I can't get him too close because he's just so huge. Lots of etchings in his, knife head. The teeth inside of the mouth looks like it should be glowing. The 18-inch one has a glowing mouth, by the way, when that comes out. So nice claws. He has like kind of a blue wash. There's a blue wash in there, like as if his blood was kind of starting to cake on his skin all over. He has like a little blue wash. It looks very nice, actually. It goes great with his battle damage. And then he's got his, fluorescence all along here. They look really neat. He's got this nice carapace on his back. The tips on the horns there and stuff kind of got scuffed in the packaging, but it's nothing that you can't easily touch up. Very easy, easy touch-ups. His little tail, bottom of his feet are all sculpted and everything. Yeah, and it's very cool. So now how about some articulation? Let's see if I can zoom out just a little bit for this part. Don't want to zoom out too much. But yeah, articulation, very nice. The head can move around a little bit, not up and down too much. Side to side is very good though. The jaw open and pseudo closed. This part was popped out when my figure showed up, but he just easily popped it back in. No big deal. arms. Great articulation in the arms. Up and down. Just like that. Forward and back. You have an elbow bend and a rotation right there, as you can see. And then a rotation in the claw here, and also a joint right there, which is really awesome. So, already got more articulation in the arms and stuff than the last one. Then down here we have some pretty good articulation. You know, you got side to side, in and out, forward and back on this hand, and it moves just like the larger hands, as you can very well see. Also, we have a waist joint, which moves around a good bit. Legs that go in and out, forward and back and all. Knee bend and swivel. And an ankle pivot and foot articulation all around. Also, not to mention, the bendable tail. Yeah. It has a wire tail, which I'm going to try not to mess around with too much. But that's probably what the Godzilla figures will have. That's what my Xenomorph alien figures have, so yeah. But just a note on his articulation. It is not super stiff, and also it doesn't feel fragile. I mean, he doesn't feel fragile. My Series 2 Predators feel fragile. My Xenomorphs sometimes feel fragile, and I'm afraid to mess with them. Not the newer Predators and stuff. NECA has improved a lot, though. They have improved so much. I don't worry about breaking this figure at all. It is spectacular. So, now, how about some size comparisons? Now here's Knifehead with some older Pacific Rim figures from the previous series, Series 2. And, first up, we have the Leatherback Kaiju right here. Say hello, Leatherback. To be honest, I don't think they scale up well. Leatherback and Itachi, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, can never remember, were supposed to be the largest Category 4 Kaiju. And I can't remember if Knifehead was a Category 3 or a Category 4. I'm sorry. Lots of fanboys probably just shrieked, but I can't remember. Sue me, alright? It's not Godzilla, I don't have to have it memorized. But it wouldn't scale up either way, because honestly, Leatherback would be bigger either way if he was, because, you know, 4 would be bigger than 3, and he'd be the largest 4 anyways, so it doesn't actually matter. But yeah, Leatherback is too small for our Knifehead, but I think Knifehead looks pretty cool with our Battle Damage Gypsy Danger from Series 2 as well. I actually got these guys in a 2-pack. You can get a 2-pack on Amazon for the same price as you can get one of them separate, which is so dumb. But you know, I can fly with this. They're about the same height. Knifehead's a little taller, but I think it's a way better scaling than the last Knifehead. I saw pictures of the last Knifehead with Gypsy Danger, and it was just way too small. But this Knifehead, I feel, is a monster, like something that could fight Gypsy Danger and pose a threat. The other one didn't look like it posed a threat to Gypsy Danger, and I know Gypsy Danger's a little undersized anyways, which is what I hear, because the 2.0 version of Gypsy Danger we're going to be getting in Series 4 is going to be bigger and maybe have plasma hands and maybe even a boat to hold. But yeah, I think that's a much better scaling. So it scales up much better with your Jaegers than the previous Knifehead, but I don't see us getting a Leatherback 2.0 anytime soon. And not that it really matters, because I think Leatherback looks good with the Jaegers and stuff, but it's not gonna, you know, he doesn't make sense size-wise with Knifehead here. Here's Knifehead with some monsters from my current favorite Ultraman series, Ultraman Mebius, Bogal and Dinosaur, and he's much bigger than them. I would like them to be the same size. I don't remember. I don't know if these guys are 50 meters or 100 meters or what, but I think these guys are about 50 meters, maybe a little bigger, like 60 or 70 meters. But no matter what the sizing, Knifehead just doesn't really feel right with these guys. I mean, he's in a 7-inch scale anyways, and these guys are in, 6-inch scale, but whatever. Here's just some more Kaiju franchises real quick. The Memorial Box Gauss from the Gamera series. Also, I don't feel like this is a cool, fun scaling. Same with the reissue Burning Godzilla from Bandai Creations. It's just, no fun. Even though Knifehead doesn't look good with your 6-inch Godzilla figures, here's the 8-inch Banpresto 2003 Godzilla from Tokyo SOS. And this scaling is perfect. Absolutely perfect. This Knifehead looks great with this Godzilla. Pretty sure Godzilla would be larger than Knifehead in lore, but in your collection, you just want two cool monsters fighting each other. You want them to be around the same size, or have the bad guy monster maybe a little bigger than the good guy monster, so the good guy monster can have a challenge to overcome. Everyone likes to see that kind of stuff. But this is cool. So it looks good with your 8-inch Godzilla figures and stuff. This is a very cool comparison. And of course, here's Knifehead with Trespasser, the other kaiju from the series. Knifehead is only a little bit bigger, which I feel is wrong. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't read the graphic novel or anything, but Trespasser was the first kaiju to invade, which would have been Category 1. Knifehead, at the least, is Category 3, probably 4. Knifehead would be bigger than Trespasser, which, Knifehead is. Knifehead is bigger than Trespasser. Here is, the front. But just barely, It's more of a... I mean, yeah, he's taller, but I don't feel like it's 2 or 3 categories taller, you know what I mean? But whatever, they look great together. I'm not saying they should have made Trespasser smaller by any means, because this is a great size, but they look cool fighting each other, they look cool teaming up, and to me, that's really what matters anyways. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the NECA Battle Damage Knifehead Kaiju from the Series 3 of their Pacific Rim line? This is a spectacular figure. This is a very well sculpted, well articulated, well painted, well scaled figure. I love this figure. It's got more articulation than the last Knifehead, 50% larger than the last Knifehead. They gave us the battle damage just to, mix it up. And, the more Pacific Rim figures you guys buy, and the more demand there is, just the better they're gonna get. I mean, look at the Predator line. Look what's happened to the Predator line. That is an amazing, ongoing line that I don't see ending anytime soon. They're not running out of Predators anytime soon, and, we might run out of stuff for Pacific Rim eventually, which we, will a lot sooner than Predators ever will. But, hey, it'll be a good run. But if you put more money into these, then NECA will put more time and effort into them. Because they know what you want. But yeah, he has great articulation. You can rest him on his bendy tail. But I've seen pictures of him standing without resting on his tail, which is possible. You just got to balance him right. Jaw articulation. His little arm articulation. Everything super cool. He scales up well with your Jaegers. And, I guess he looks good with your newer kaiju like Trespasser, but older kaiju like Leatherback and stuff, not going to look good with. You could pose him with the old Knifehead, like if you wanted a young Knifehead, but remember these are biologically developed, engineered clone monsters, so they're not they don't breed. But it would be like a cool nature shot thing, or if you're in the ACBA or something. Or, if you want to just make your own kaiju mythos. Whatever you want. It could be Knifehead before they were cloned or whatever. Their species was dying. They were cloned. I don't know. Whatever. But overall, it's a really cool figure. I wish you could look up and some stuff. But overall, I don't really have any complaints with this guy. To be honest, I gotta give him 5 out of 5 stars. I can't find a negative thing about this figure. I can't find a negative thing about him. He is a great figure, just all around. And I don't know what to say. It's not a bias towards kaiju, I promise. I have some not so great kaiju figures. And it's not a bias towards just having a new figure. I've had this figure for a few days now. Let it sit hanging on my shelf and stuff before I reviewed it. You gotta give it some time before you review it. But it's very cool. So, yeah, that's it, you guys. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. I will have more Pacific Rim, Godzilla, Ultraman, Gamma reviews and stuff coming your way soon. Also, lots of other reviews for other cool stuff. And check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, we'll be back on Twitter. Other YouTube pages, B3 Productions, which is our main channel, and also has action figure and comic book stuff, and all kinds of stuff, vlogs and comedy. Also, we have this Super Friends Benefits, which is gaming, and The Slender Happening, which is horror, drama, suspense stuff. So, check all those out. Check out the Fake Blood Podcast, starring myself and fellow YouTuber Corticon. You can check out his YouTube channel. Also, he has toy stuff, and the podcast's all about toys and comics and movies and stuff. You'll love it, I swear. So, yeah, I'll listen to the link in the description below. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for your support, and I'll see you all later.